Welcome to the Raising Confident Girls podcast, your guide to raising strong, confident daughters. I'm Melissa Jones, the founder of Girls Positivity Club and a teacher for over 20 years. In a world where girls often feel overwhelmed, anxious, and confused, this podcast is your go-to space. As caregivers, we navigate challenges together. I founded Girls Positivity Club to provide a place where you belong and get the tools to face today's hurdles. Consider this your regular check-in with a trusted friend, offering insights and practical tips for meaningful conversations. I'm here to help you feel confident on this journey of raising a generation of empowered girls. Let's dive in and raise those confident girls together. Hi, everybody, and welcome back to Raising Confident Girls Pep Talk Friday. And this week is dedicated, since we had our amazing guest this week, Kat Kazuch, talk about her incredible story and how affirmations changed her life as a teenager and growing up into adulthood. I thought it would be a great idea to do a pep talk about when your daughter doubts her power. This is something that I really struggled with growing up. And, my mom just gave me pep talks all the time, and it really helped me, but I had to learn even how to do that for myself, even as I was getting older and into adulthood. It really took me a really long time to do that. And so I always want to empower you, to empower the girls in your life and teach them how to do this while they're growing up, no matter what age they are, because we are with, ourselves more than we are with anyone else. And so we, as we say in Girls Positivity Club, you've got to be your own cheerleader, and then also be a cheerleader to others. And so if you listened to the episode with Kat Kazuch this week, you probably felt the same spark of belief that she carries in every word that she tells herself. And I love how she shared her 3 affirmations. You are powerful, you are strong, you are unstoppable. And today I want to take it, though, a step further, because our daughters hear those words best when they see us living them. And so when your daughter starts to doubt herself, when she says she's not good enough, or she's not good at that thing, or she feels like she can't do something, she's not looking for us to prove her wrong. So I used to do this all the time with my mom. I remember sitting on the steps and I would cry and tell her when I was struggling with something. And I'm sure she felt like that she wanted to prove to me that I was wrong. But what I was really looking for, and what girls today are looking for too, is for us to hold up a mirror that reminds her and reminds me, and if it was me, my mom talking to me, of who she really is, or who I really was. And so that's what affirmations really are. They're mirrors, and they reflect back what is already true, even when she can't see it yet. So one thing that I think that people misinterpret about affirmations is that it's just all these random phrases that you say to yourself that really don't have that much meaning, or the person really doesn't mean them when they say them, and that they don't do any good. But really, I think that it really depends on what affirmation you are choosing, or your daughter is choosing for herself. And so I think anytime we can help girls believe in their own power and the power that they can do anything, the more that it can become real in their everyday life. So taking back their power, owning their power, can be raising their hand in class. It can be telling themselves not to give up when something feels hard. It can be when someone says something mean, not believing them. And so affirmations are really powerful, but they mean more when they connect to real life. So when you say you are strong, linking it to a moment that is meaningful for her is a really powerful way to use that affirmation in her life. So you are strong. Remember how you kept practicing even when it was hard? So just coming up with an example or asking her, and she might not be able to in the moment. So it's reminding her of that strength, and telling her that the affirmation can become evidence. It's not just a phrase. So it's looking for, I believe that you get what you look for. And so you can look for ways that you are strong in a day, So like even asking her, like, how were you strong today? And if she's like, I don't know, I wasn't strong at all. You can be like, well, this is something that I saw you doing that was strong. And you can start to kind of show her evidence of places where she's been. And not that you're trying to prove it, but you're trying to just give her a glimpse in the mirror of things that she can start noticing about herself. So that's one thing that you can do is you can give her the words in context. So thinking about times when she, was strong and reminding her of those. You can also teach her how to borrow belief. So sometimes our girls can't see their own strength yet. And that's when they borrow our belief until they find their own. So saying, I know this feels hard. My mom used to say this a lot to me. I believe in you. I know this feels hard, but I believe in you. And I'll hold that belief until you can too. So let's both believe that you can do it, because you have a better chance of doing something if you believe it, even when it's hard and you're like, I don't know how this is going to happen, but I'm just going to keep going. I'm going to believe that it can. And them borrowing from us is okay for them to learn and to lean on their own faith in themselves while they're growing. Like while they're growing that habit or that muscle, especially if you have a girl who has a hard time thinking positively about herself, it's picking an affirmation and finding evidence, and then you helping her see that in herself and borrowing your belief in her being that affirmation, like that she is strong. And then modeling it yourself. Another way that you can do this is you can model it for yourself. If you want her to believe she's powerful, but she needs to see you also believing that about yourself too. So letting her hear you say, this was hard for me, but I kept going and I'm proud of myself. So even finding moments that they're proud of themselves about. And I'll never forget at a summer camp and Girls Positivity Club, this one summer where we were all sharing about things that we were proud of ourselves about, and how they don't have to be winning a medal. They don't have to be getting the perfect grade. They don't have to be doing the winning score of a game or anything like that. And I remember a 6-year-old saying, I'm proud of myself for walking up to a girl at the park and asking her if she wanted to play, like, because that was scary for me. And so in her mind at that age, that was something that she was really proud of, because it does take a lot of guts to go up to someone and ask if they want to play. There is that chance that they'll say no, but she did it anyway. And they ended up playing and having a great time. And so it's you saying that about yourself too, and giving them examples from your life is always so powerful, even though you may not think that they want to hear that from you, or like it sounds old, like it happened a long time ago, it's old fashioned, whatever. They do, because they want to also know that you can relate, even though it can be a totally different situation, that you've had that feeling too. And it's just continuing to help her by modeling those affirmations in your own life. And I think that would be such a powerful thing to do at bedtime or in the car, just to bring up and to connect you with an affirmation together. And it's also going to help you too, because I think sometimes we can get busy in the day-to-day life and forget to do that for ourselves too. So it would be a really great way to bond and connect with your daughter around an affirmation. And when you see, when she sees you using affirmations to get through tough moments, she learns that it's not cheesy or cringy, but it's actually a tool for strength, and that she can do that as well. And so this was just a little quickie reminder and a pep talk to let you know that you can teach her how to use affirmations in her life, and you can use them for yourself for good. And, they don't have to be a fake something. They can be something that you truly believe, or that you really want to believe in your life or in her life. And your daughter's, the reason this is important is because your daughter's inner voice is forming every day. And I believe even as grownups, our voices are still forming, and we're still continuing to do that. Like every day when I wake up, I try every day when my feet hit the floor to say something positive to myself. And it's not that I think my day is going to be perfect or anything else, but sometimes it's just like, you can do this. And just being that positive voice in your own head is such a powerful thing to do. And when you can do that with your daughter, it's even more powerful, because I know I need to hear that for myself most days, if not every day. I think every day, really. And I know you probably do too. So keep speaking power, keep speaking strength and courage into her and into yourself, not because she's weak or because she's not, capable or anything like that, but because you want her inner voice to be strong and to believe in herself. And saying simple things like, you are powerful, is so powerful to do. And because she is powerful, and together you are both unstoppable. And so I think anytime you can put this into practice in your own life and do that with the girls in your life, it just creates that ripple effect that's going to continue with her as she grows up. And look, affirmations can evolve and change, and you can make them your own, but it's so important, no matter how old you are, to tell yourself positive things, to believe in yourself, because even on the days that are easy, you still need to hear them. And when you are having the hard days and the tough times, that's especially when she's got to have that tool and that inner voice to tell herself to keep going and that she can, even if things don't go perfectly. And so I want to encourage you to use affirmations with your daughter this weekend or this week ahead, and remind her and yourself that you've got this, she's got this. And I hope that you think of a way that you can use affirmations in your everyday life that will help you just feel better and feel like you can do anything because you can. So until next week and next time we have our episode, if you have not listened to Kat Kazuch's conversation this week, it's the one right before this, please give it a listen to her incredible story. And look, she used affirmations to get herself out of a medical situation and a challenge, and she created something positive in the world because of it, to help other kids do the same. So you never know how positive thinking and positive talk can have an impact on your life and the lives of others. So we'll see you next week. Thanks for joining another empowering episode of the Raising Confident Girls podcast. Share today's insights with caregivers and friends, building beautiful relationships with strong girls. Hit subscribe so you never miss an episode. We're not just a podcast, we're a community. Follow Girls Positivity Club on social media for more empowering content on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube. This podcast empowers you, supporting incredible girls. Let's create strong, beautiful relationships with the girls in our lives. I appreciate you listening today. Stay confident, stay connected. Until next time, keep raising those confident girls. You've got this.